right, it is time now for today's Money Monday. Ben Franklin said that there are two things in life that are certain: death and taxes. But yeah, by preparing a will, you can be sure to prepare for one of those certainties. Joining us, of course, is David Seeger from Great Lakes Credit Union. Nice to see you, David. Now, before we get to that, let's check in on today's market.
Overnight. Okay, and the Asian markets were down, and so was Europe. They were down as well. Now, for the futures for us, with the opening for the Dow and for the S&P, which is the New York Stock Exchange, we're looking at also being down. I think the activity over there in Europe and Asia also going to draw us down a little bit today as well. So you can see the line in the graph pointing down, at least for the opening. And we'll see how the rest of the day goes, particularly with the election tomorrow.
Right.
All right, and it'll be interesting to see if it just changes in the next hour. Okay, so preparing a will, so incredibly important. However, only 56% of Americans right now have wills, correct? Or they do not have a will, actually.
Yeah, more than half
exactly.
don't.
More than half. They
Wow.
don't think they're going to need it or something, but apparently. But yeah, that many people don't have a will, and of course, you know, the last will and testament, as it's called, and technically, what a will is, that part of the last will and testament, that's a transfer of real estate property to somebody else after your demise.
Yeah.
And then the testament is personal property that needs to be disposed of, as well as any particular type of instructions. So that's how they get the last will and testament.
The real winner, if you don't have a will and testament, is going to end up being the United States government, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, and with all the probate that needs to be done for that reason.
Right.
Also, the other interesting thing, and parents should definitely listen to this, if you have minor children, the court then could decide who gets the custody.
No, they will decide.
They will for sure decide.
There is nobody else to make that decision other than the court. The parents didn't leave their instructions, so somebody else may be raising your child that you don't want necessarily.
Okay, let's touch upon really quickly living wills.
A living will. Okay, a living will is something different than obviously in a will. That is end of life instructions. What do you want done in terms of your medical in the event you can't speak for yourself and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So it's written instructions how you want your last end of days to be in terms of medical intervention and things of that nature.
Right. Do you want to be on a machine to keep you alive, or would you rather just pass on?
Let nature take its course.
Right.
Exactly.
And right now, 41% of Americans have a living will.
And President Obama was the first president to announce he had a living will.
Oh, very
So he's trying to encourage the public to get that.
All right, well, we're already out of time for this hour, but so much to touch upon. Real quick, I love little trivia for you. The shortest will in length was just 2 words.
2 words.
Do you know what those words were?
Take it.
I love
From
it.
India.
All right. David Seeger from Great Lakes Credit Union. We will, of course, check in with him again next hour.